Hi guys.
So, hi. So we have a colorful set of panel, and we have a set of people here. Uh,
Yeah,
you guys from MSB Talks know me. I'm from Art and Commercial, and
Yeah, and this
MS.
is sorry. Yeah, this is the 25th podcast that I'm doing in the channel, and this is the
Yeah,
16th podcast that we both are doing together. Yeah, it's yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah,
achieved.
good,
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Let's hope we do it for a 50th
yeah,
podcasts
yeah.
like same. Okay, so we have Raj, uh, Utkarsh Sharma, and Avnit Walia, our our chief guests for today's topic, and we are going to speak about our favorite three
Hey
Hollywood,
guys, and you can
Bollywood.
introduce yourself, like what you're doing, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just finish this.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We are going to discuss about our three favorite Bollywood buddy movies or coming of age drama, whatever we can keep it, because these three films classify in both the genres. A Jawani Ye Diwani, Dil Chahta Hai, and Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara.
yeah.
Yeah. So let us give some space to our guests to introduce themselves.
Shall I start?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Who
So
are?
my name is Raj. I'm aspiring director. So working in. I'm a film institute pass out. So now I'm currently working on my first feature film script, and I'm also an editor. And I run a YouTube channel called Cinema Pronoya. And yeah, I'm here to talk about these three films. Yeah.
I watched
Thank
that
you for
channel, man.
inviting me. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
I
a fan
watched
of
it.
it. Okay, I'm a fan of both of you guys,
Oh,
and I've told this to you both, and I'm not saying
thank
this
you.
for the
Thank
camera
you.
thing. Okay, I've
It's not a
texted this
big
to you
channel.
both.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
thank you.
So, hi guys, this is Utkarsh Sharma. So, basically, I'm a sound editor, and then, I'm a writer also and a director, assistant director. I've been working in the Telugu film industry since last 1 year, and I've been working as a content coordinator in Guru Films, which is a Telugu film production house. So, yeah, and I basically do reviews, discussion, interviews with Raj on his channel, Cinema Pune.
Uh, can you please mention any of your notable projects?
Notable
Ours.
projects. So
Okay.
basically, they were O Baby in Telugu. There's
Okay.
this
Wow.
yeah this new film going on, Sakini Dakini. I don't know if you have heard about it. That's in the production right now. It's in
Oh.
Telugu. Yeah. So I've
Okay.
also been working for central government Namami Gange project.
Yeah. I have heard about it. Now this is getting interesting. Yeah.
I'm
So
getting nervous
Avnit,
even more. Yeah, yeah.
over to Avnit.
Okay, so hi everyone. First of all, I did not know that people are going to be here, or even I'm going to be here as a chief guest. I just
Yeah,
came
yeah.
to know about the podcast through the front row's Telegram group, wherein I came across it and I saw the one episode wherein everyone was discussing about the three Khans in Bollywood and their work and their effect and all that. And it's just I'm a student of humanities and I've just finished my undergraduation. It's just I have come to realize that I'm more and more interested in cinema as I started doing theater. So I've done a couple of shows as an actor. I have done a couple of short films, and I'm just exploring. And when I saw that video, when I was like, this is really interesting, because
Yeah.
think podcasts like these, wherein like the audience are coming together to discuss about movies which really affected us, especially when we were kids and who have been really important, that have been really important movies in the Indian film industry across different languages. I thought it was really, really brilliant. So I just contacted Subbu and yeah, here we are. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
okay. And sorry, Raj was saying about his notable projects.
Oh, okay. So I'm for the I passed in I'm a film institute passed out in 2017. So for the past 3 years, I've been working on short films, music videos, documentaries, and all. The main notable ones are Bombay Nights, a documentary called Bombay Nights, where we made a film about traveling throughout Bombay in the nights. That is from 12 a.m. to morning 4 5. And then it is actually travel to film festivals, so it is not yet released on any platform. And I also worked as a editor on WIFT Film Awards 2018. It's a Women in Film and Television Awards, where Aishwarya Rai and Zoya Akhtar were awarded as actress for actress and director. So I worked as an editor in that award show, and a lot of short films and all, which are released and yet to release. Yeah, so that's
So many big people in our
I know
podcast
that
for the
deserve to be a
first
part
time.
of this podcast.
That's not
Yeah,
big, but yeah,
we are
I'm not
just
yet big.
amateurs and we didn't.
It's nothing like that, bro. It's nothing.
No. Yes,
We are
Okay.
also amateurs, in terms of when we talk about the film fraternity or when we talk about filmmaking. No matter what, always a student, because
Yeah.
Raj will agree with me, because basically Raj is my senior. So
Wow.
we are from same
Same
film
film
school.
institute. Yeah.
So, yeah, so we have been taught the same thing, that no matter how big you become, how many no is it, the number of films doesn't matter, the number of project doesn't matter, but what matter is that once you enter, once you become a film student, you will always be a film student. So
Yeah.
you always keep evolving, you always keep learning, so you will always a student in the filmmaking journey, or so it's like that.
Yeah.
So even if we talk about the biggies like Scorsese or Tarantino, they're also students, they're just much evolved. So so we are just trying to get there.
Yeah, it's just such a good sentence to come out of you. Okay, so yeah, now could anybody start? I think I can go with MSB since I'm come. So I've
Yeah,
traveled
yeah.
with him so long. So yeah, what do you think about? At first, let us talk about those buddy films. If there is a genre called buddy film, and what will be the example of a buddy film? What film will be an example for a buddy comedy genre for you, according to you?
Yeah, दिल चाहता है. Easy answer.
Dil Chahta Hai.
To be honest, I feel that there are a lot of buddy films in the 60s and the 70s, and of course so even the central theme around which the story revolves is friendship, but of course the sensibilities won't be the same as Dil Chahta Hai or Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, because sensibilities will be the ones belonging to the 60s and 70s. But so Sholay is this one name that comes to mind. And if I have to just, sway a little away from the mainstream, I think Sangam, that film with Jayanti Mala and Dilip Kumar, wherein those two characters are, they have this friendship, this bond, and the way it ends, we all know. But so yeah, I think they've been present for a very long time.
Okay. Okay. According as per mindset, according to me, I think the two best examples for buddy comedy, three actually, buddy comedy movie genre according to their culture is Panchatandram from Tamil, Dil Chahta Hai, of course, Dil Chahta Hai and Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara both gets the second place, and third one is Hangover, directed by Todd Phillips. Yeah. So these are the buddy comedy genres.
Panchatandram, but yeah.
Yeah, these are the buddy comedy genres that we could connect with ourselves, especially when it comes to Dil Chahta Hai.
Yeah.
we people from urban side, I don't know, I have no idea about rural side, but when it comes to urban side, uh, there is a trend called Goa, and the trend started from Dil Chahta Hai, if I'm not wrong. People, young buddies or people started going to Goa. It became a dream for young people from Dil Chahta Hai. I remember, I think, um, in the early 2000s, everybody started going to Goa. I read a news after a movie named Dil Chahta Hai released. Goa is getting a large number of crowds. I actually saw it in news channel. Yeah, I remember. So that will be a trend setter, definitely. Yeah, Utkarsh, according to yourself.
For me, there are a lot of, as a, or which I will, name as buddy films. There was this film called Padosan, where Kishore Kumar was there, and then it's a very witty and very funny story with incredible music. Because as a musician also, I'm also a musician, so whenever I look at the film, I always break it into parts where I can break some, where I can um where I get some part out of the sound department, where I get some part out of music, where I get some part out of story and direction and cinematography. So basically, I just break down every film in these kind of particles, and then I just try to absorb it. So for me, Padosan is there. Then of course Dil Chahta is there, and then there was this film from Raj and DK, Go Goa Gone, which we have reviewed also. Because like Dil Chahta Hai is especially a coming of age drama or a coming of age film. But when we talk about Go Goa Gone, I would like to talk about Go Goa Gone, because this film is like kind of a next generation film, where in the Bollywood, in the typical Hindi cinema, no one is thinking out of the box. In the period when Go Go Gone got released, this no one would have thought about a zombie apocalypse, or three friends stuck in a island with full of zombies and all. So this kind of films, needs to get attention of Indian audience, and as well as the world audience. So yeah, for me, Go Go Gone is there. Then Three Idiots is a fantastic film when it comes to the birdie genre. So yeah.
And there were like the in recent times, I think I would like to add Jatiratnadu. Like I think I've mentioned this like a lot of times in the podcast.
In all of our podcasts.
Yeah, almost. Like how Radhe is for you, likewise Jatiratnadu is for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
I'm not going to talk about Radhe today.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that is one such a film. And also Chennai 28, that film I would like to call that as a buddy film. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sure.
All of mostly Venkat Prabhu's movies.
Yeah,
Goa also.
Yeah, even Goa.
He made a movie called Goa. And also like Farhan Akhtar's next film, Ji Le Zara, with all three girls, Priyanka Chopra, Katrina, and
I hope that comes out good, because Bollywood categorize this feminism thing in a different way, and they showcase it in a different way. I want to see something original of feminism. And also in Telugu, there is a movie named Happy Days, directed by Shekhar Kamula.
It was remade in Tamil as Inidhu.
Yeah. Okay, Raj, over to you.
Yeah, so starting with Venkat Prabhu's Goa, and mostly all his films are buddy films in a way. Even Saroja and all. Like I said, Farhan's next film, and of course, Dil Chahta Hai was like defining film. And not just because of this genre, but because of the performance and characters, and they were subtle. Like today we are talking about subtle performances, but Amir Khan, Saif, and Akshay Khanna. Three of them were very settled in that film, and there was travel, there was Goa, there was relationship, and not just romantic relationship, also problems in friendship. That theme continues in Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara too, and most of the films, like both internal and external problems. And and most of the films you all said, same goes in my list too. And
I'd like to add one more film. When it
Hmm.
comes to buddy comedy, everyone will say Three Idiots from Bollywood. But I would not like to categorize Three Idiots
Yeah.
because it is from a college kind of scenario, and it never had something close to our friendship. It never had that comfortableness or something. It was like it was fun, it was great to watch, but it wasn't like Dil Chahta Hai, and the problems and the conflicts that people share within themselves. So I would not categorize that into this movie. Yeah, that's my statement.
I think one thing about that, so Three Idiots, it was a story about three friends, but friendship in itself wasn't a theme in the movie, right? And it's just stories about friends and like really good friends wherein the bond is shown. That happens in a lot of movies, right? But then, what do you think about Rang De Basanti? Would you like to categorize it as
I
a
always
buddy
categorize Rang De Basanti as a patriotic film.
Definitely not.
Like because that's how the people categorized that film around me. So I always whenever I think of patriotic films, Rang De Basanti will come at one of the three films, one of the top three films. Yeah, that's why.
When it comes to Rang De Basanti is kind of a serious film. It cannot be termed as buddy film or whatsoever. Even I was in a confusion whether to categorize Rang De Basanti and Wake Up Sid in this kind of buddy movie, but Subbu said Wake Up Sid cannot be categorized in this genre. But Rang De Basanti, I cannot categorize it.
Portions of Rang De Basanti are,
Yeah.
like coming of age and like have buddy feel to it, especially in the first half.
When you guys were saying about mentioning Three Idiots, I thought of Rang De Basanti, but after that, no, it's a patriotic film. I was always like that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So
Utkarsh,
basically,
you were saying something.
yeah. So basically, both the films like Rang De Basanti and Three Idiots, both are kind of, we can call it as friend films or buddy films, whatever you want to call it. But, we need to understand this, that both the films are sharing a platform or sharing a topic, where Rang De Basanti is sharing a message. Like both the films are sharing a message. One is for the education, of the country, and one is for the politics of the country. So the base layer of the script or the base layer of the film is based on friendship, is based on four buddies going out there doing some things in a college, and then they become a patriot, and then they fight against whatever it is. Then, and in the same way, in Three Idiots, there's this one guy who is like all sorted out, he knows what he wants to do, and the other two are a little confused and everything. So like that's what friends are for, right? Because
Yeah.
friends are the one who gets you out of trouble, who like with me and Raj, there's this whenever we have confusion, or whenever we have something, I just call Raj, or Raj calls me. So it's like kind of that's a friendship. So for me, buddy film doesn't need to be a fun film, or doesn't need to have the comedy element, doesn't need to have the fun element, but it should share the emotion. Because I work and I function on a very independent kind of cinema. I want to be an independent filmmaker. So whenever I whenever I watch a film, I pick out the emotion out of every scene. So basically with Rang De Basanti, when Madhavan dies, and then we have talked in our discussion also about Rang De Basanti, that the Rang De Basanti is basically parted in two parts, where
college going guys, you know, having fun and everything. And then after Madhavan dies, and then the whole film takes a huge shift, and then, you know, it becomes something else. So it is kind of director's vision, director's writing skills, that he had, you know, he had, you know, kind of shared that topic and shared that particular kind of particular topic with so much of ease. No, so basically the first half of Rang De Basanti was just to set the audience to be ready to, you know, to get acquainted with the intense things that is, you know, that is going on in the second half of the film. So
Yeah.
and basically with Three Idiots also, because before that, um still there is, you know, there's this for me, filmmaking or cinema is as real as it gets, you know, as real as it as life it is. Because for me, filmmaking is something where we can show the public, or we can show the audience, you know, what a certain kind of life, or what a certain kind of person is going through in terms of emotions or in terms of life experiences. So basically with Three Idiots also, they use the same base of friendship, they use the same base of relation, like, you know, friendship, and then they kind of shared that topic of education. So
Yeah.
I think there's this thing about buddy films. I mean, okay, let's just not. I think if we call it that, it kind of restricts us a little, maybe. So for a moment, let's say, I don't use the label, but the fact that the stories which have, you know, wherein friendship is an important theme or like a part of the story. Okay, I'm not saying it's only about friendship, but like it's a part of it, a very essential part of it. I think it does this one thing for characters in such stories. The friends become a medium to get to know like some other character better. I'll explain it better. So two people, right?
Yeah.
A and B, they're friends. So through B, you will get to know things about character A, you know. So that is how, I mean, this is, and that's how this dynamic of friendship, when we see it in movies, it moves us so much, because these characters become like a reflection of each other, right? And which is why I think if we look at it this way, there's this one movie called Parched, right? It stars Radhika Apte and I'm forgetting the name of the other two actors, and it was very
I'm having it in my
but
watch list. I haven't watched it
right,
yet.
yeah, it's honestly, it's a very moving story and kind of intense, and I wasn't really ready for it when I watched it. And the story is set in this remote village in Rajasthan. You know, people like us, we don't know what goes on in the lives of those people, and what are the extremes on which their lives function. But you know, these three women, they are friends with each other, and the story is about all three of them equally, their struggles. But their connection becomes like an expression for the audience to know each of them individually better, right? So I think in that sense, I would not, if I will call that a buddy film as well, although honestly it's far from comedy. It's not a fun movie. You will leave the film with a very sad and heavy heart, like what is happening. But it's
Now it said, I thought of a topic to be spoke at last, which is like at last, because it is such a kind of interesting thing to discuss. I'll just say it before. We have to definitely discuss about these most stupidest buddy films you have ever seen in your life. But let's keep it at the end.
But before
hope,
that, we should have to discuss about all these three films and like our favorite film for these three, and our favorite scenes and characters and all. Yeah. So
the
okay,
time remaining time of this meeting is like 4
yeah.
minutes and 45
Okay,
seconds. Yeah.
so we'll continue this in the next part.
We
or
are
we'll
sorry
just
for
finish.
Just a
that
minute,
because
just a minute.
Yeah.
Zoom has this kind of
Yeah, you want to say
restriction.
Yeah, before this meeting ends, I would just
Yeah.
add a point here.
Sure.
I think buddy film is a subgenre. Like
Yeah.
all these films that we talked about mainly falls into the coming of age genre.
Yeah.
And in that, we have even Three Idiots and Wake Up Sid and all. Everything comes under coming of age genre. Coming of age means it connects with the youngsters of that time and also now. Like now, even now, when you watch Dil Chahta Hai or Rang De Basanti, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, everything connects and you understand it in a different way because now you are in your early 20s, 30s, and you understand relationship and the details of problems with in between friends and all. And as Avinit said, yeah, a buddy film like mainly means friends. It should have friendship as one of its or the main part of the entire story. Yeah, so I just wanted to add.
Yeah, true.
Sorry, I would like to add another thing. Amitabh Bachchan in Hindi. I think even though it has a comical scenes and that family friendly horror genre, it had its buddy thing where in there is a school, the boy studies in the school, and in that class they both have two different gangs who fight with each other, who helps each other when the other gangs boy fall in well, or in a running race, something like that. That even that also shows some kind of buddy sense to a movie,
Yeah.
to a family friendly horror movie. I've never expected it. I never expected that element from both. Yeah. And also there is this another one movie. I'm not getting its name. Yeah, yeah. It is a Zoya Akhtar's film named Dil Dhadakne Do.
Yeah.
It has its buddy element with Farhan Akhtar
Holiday,
and
I think we should call this holiday film or something like that. So vacation film or
Sorry?
whatever. Like,
yeah, whatever.
yeah.
But in that, Farhan Akhtar and Ranveer Singh share that buddy relationship abilities, where Farhan Akhtar loves Priyanka Chopra at the past. Ranveer Singh helps for it, but their love breaks up, and after that Rahul Bose is kind of a toxic man. Then Ranveer Singh comes to know and he plans to make a tragedy between them, and Priyanka Chopra divorces him, and she rejoins with Farhan Akhtar. Somehow it had a buddy sense. They grow up from the early stages of their life and they are best friends. When they see each other in that boat, and where the song pops out in both in that boat, that song name is I'm sorry, forgot. They shot that song in a single shot where Farhan Akhtar and Priyanka Chopra had their very own chemistry, and Ranveer Singh and Farhan Akhtar had their very own chemistry.
Okay.
Actually, it's the title song. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
title song of Dil Dhadakne Do.
Yeah. And with that, we finish
They
this.
promoted it. They promoted the movie with that song.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And
Okay,
then-
let's call it in the another part. Yeah.
Yeah.